Hi Stephen. Okay, I've looked at the video and there's quite a lot of footage, so what I've done is made some notes and some times on a piece of paper, and I'm going to jump back to these moments so I can discuss them with you. Now I'll say straight off the belt, yes, you're a very good player already. You're quite high standard compared to a lot of people which I coach or teach to play. But I can tell what's wrong with people's games, and it might sound like a basic to you. It always comes back to the basics. It's like driving a car. You know, you get relaxed or complacent. You've got to come back to the basics. Sit your test again. But I can show you the biggest fault in your game because it repeats right throughout this match, and it might sound basic, but watch how you approach this red. You're going for the red into this pocket here. Yes, it's a tricky shot anyway, but you walk up the side of the table and just drop straight to the shot. You're not going to pop balls like that, and you're a long way out with that. What you need to do, Stephen, is step backwards to step back behind this pocket, line it up with your cue, put your first foot forward, which is your left foot, I believe, line the shot up, and then drop into the shot. You'll see Neil Robertson is a perfect example of a snooker player. Just watch how he plays, how he lines up every single shot, and then steps into it. If you don't do that, you're going to miss a lot of balls, and I've seen it right throughout this match. It just needs focusing on it. It needs somebody to point it out. Sometimes it might sound obvious, but watching it back like this is, doing this, you're looking to improve your game, and it's nice to have somebody to give you these pointers. And it's nice to come from somebody that you don't know. If your mate tells you, you're never going to listen. But that's what you're doing wrong, mostly in your game. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with your bridge or your cue action, change your arm here, when the bulk of it is that you need to step into every single shot. Just don't walk around and then drop like that. Let's see what you do here. You sort of step forward into it. You might have been in the right position already, but you're lining that up there by stepping back. That's how you need to approach every single shot. If you watch it right through again, you'll see exactly what I mean. It happens a lot. Okay, I'm going to jump forward to 45 minutes 50. Now, this is purely because everybody loves to slag off people's shot choice. But there's just a couple of things I want to mention here. You play the red in the centre. First off, it's a trickiest shot and missable. But I just thought, play the one on the pocket, it's not blocking anything, and give yourself a choice of either of them two reds, which then gives you a choice to either knock the black out at some point or to land on it down the rail. What you're doing here is leaving yourself a double. I mean, you might be good at doubles, and there is different ways to go about the game. But screwing back off a red to get position on a tricky black when the red is over the pocket, that's always a bit dodgy. You don't get on it perfect, but you get on it. But I'm bringing this shot up in particular because I also want to mention something on the black. You're playing a double, a lot of focus is always on the object ball, of course it is. But I'm not sure if you're aware or not. I knew when you queued up this that you were missing it because you're putting bottom on the ball. That gives it an extra thinness, so you're going to miss it thin. That's actually come back on itself because of that. You put top on it if you don't want it as thin, or middle of the ball. But bottom, like if you've got the finest of finest cuts into a corner bag, say, put screw on the ball and you'll hit it as fine as possible. It just, I don't even know if anybody knows what it is, but it just happens. If you want something a thin cut, you put bottom on, and you shouldn't have been playing that double with bottom. I think when you're playing a cross double, the best bet is to get top on the ball. Okay, I'll move forward to 57-20. You're going to hate me after this. Right. Well, when you look at it here, I'm not sure what's happening. Watch your hand on your back arm. It comes out after you play the shot. I mean, fair enough, I presume, I'll play it again. I presume you're just playing to take the pocket here. But I'm trying to establish what's going wrong with your game, and this back arm, you play the shot and then it comes out now. Why it's coming out away from your body, I do not know. That cue should be going in a straight line. Now, that could be tension, but what I can't see from the video and what I'd like to check with you is next time you're playing or practicing, just try and take note of how tight that backhand grip is. It should be as loose as possible, as loose as you can possibly hold it for the shot you're playing. If you've got it tight, you will move out away from your body, or if you again haven't stepped into it properly, your arm will want to go the way that your body was facing or stepped into the shot. So make sure you step in straight, and the backhand grip is loose. As I say, you'll know a lot of this stuff anyway, but it's different seeing yourself play or have somebody criticise you. We can all pop balls, but when you want to improve, we can all miss balls. When you want to improve, you've got to study things like this. Okay, let's have a look at 107.45 or thereabouts. Right, the reason I'm showing you this is this happens a lot throughout this match as well. You should know at your level that you push the cue through and you pull it back as soon as you play the shot. I don't know why. You do it on some shots, but not all of them. Some of them you cue through and push the cue through and hold it there, like you should. I'll just show you this again. But what should happen is your pre-shot routine. It should be step into the shot and push the cue through. Now, those are two things which you should be doing in practice and a match. They shouldn't be, happening in one shot and then not in the next, or vice versa. So that's definitely an area to look at. I'm queuing off the cushion here. You missed that. I didn't. Let me just see that again. Just worth noting. Let's get that back a bit. Just drop it in while you're playing a cushion shot. I will move this video back. I think I missed it. But when you're queuing off the cushion, Stephen, make sure you move that back arm up a few inches than where it is during this shot. Look, when you're on the cushion, that comes up a little bit further. And what I've found, and I've taught a lot of people, and they can't thank me enough, is when the white is on the cushion, just put that fractional pause in just a little bit longer before you deliver the cue on the last feather. Hold the cue back, and then it just gives you a bit more focus, because usually when you're on the cushion, you're not hitting the center of the white every time, and you're not, especially if you're jacked up, you're not going to be focusing on the object ball properly. So if you just put that extra half second in, this is the shot. You do have a slight pause before you deliver it. It's a little bit juddery as you deliver the cue. That's something else. But maybe try the pause and deliver the cue in a straight line, push forward. I would practice the boring Steve Davis, especially on a snooker table, the Steve Davis shot where he just goes up and down the lines with the white down the center of the table from the brown spot, up the spots and then back to the brown spot, and see if you can stop that white on the center of the tip. I would do that. It's always good practice to make sure you're hitting the white in the center, but what I would do if I was going to slag your Q action off, I would just make sure that you're pushing through every single time, and by getting in a routine, by practicing that, you could just make things come natural in the long run. There is a judder in it sometimes, but I don't want to mess with your Q action, Stephen. It's it's doing the biz. You're getting balls in, some very good long shots, all sorts of things. Your positions there, you know the game. But I'm going to leave it at that because I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to make things up. That's wrong when it's not, and I'm not going to try and change things which have already come natural to you. But just step. I mean, there you stepped sideways, step backwards, just and then step straight down the line of the shot. I'll leave it at that, Stephen. Just something to think about. I hope you think it's been worthwhile, but I'll discuss it further with you on email, whatever you want. If you want to chat any more, I've taught a lot of people, and I can see a lot in people's games. I've had a lot of people thank me for it, but you might think it's, like I say, it's always going to hurt when someone rips your game apart. There's not much to rip apart here. I just want to, I just hope that you'll focus on these parts which I've pointed out. And cheers for coming to me. See you later.